Okay, people, today I wanted to show you how you can set up a alert. And these are really handy, especially if you're trading with certain zones, which I'm going to show you where I'm trading at the moment with XAU USD. You will see, and also this is another one which I would set an alert up as well, which is my Bitcoin. Okay, because my Bitcoin at the moment I'm trading, I'm in here, I got in at this point here, and we can see that this is starting to fall down. We've hit the 66 or the 68,345. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see this drop down to 67k, and obviously if it fell below the next support, which is at 59,000, then it's probably a good chance to get back in, okay, to get back into a long trade. Of course, make sure you do your own due diligence and everything else, but I will be shorting this probably to around about 67k, and you'll see that each time it's gone up, if it's gone back to the place where I've actually brought in, and I brought in at 67,000, okay. If it buys into that point, then I would probably take another sell trade, because these are going to be bounced up and down. You can see you could have easily made quite a few scalps where it's bouncing up and down, and it seems to be respecting this support line. And you know, this obviously is a support and resistance line. This is a resistance because it's bouncing up and then coming down, bouncing up and coming back down. So it would be very rare for it to bounce back up here. You'll probably find that this would be the next support line, which would be this one here, because it's bounced off here so many times. Okay, if you can see, it's bounced off here, 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 it's broken through here, created its new resistance, okay, so, and support. So that's what this would do, and this obviously will just click up to here and then bounce back down again. This is what my theory is, okay, this is what I'm on about. Okay, so what I'm going to be showing you today is I want to show you how to set up alerts. Now, alerts are really helpful. So if we go over to here, I'm going to show you the trade that I've been trading today. Okay, this is the trade that I've been trading today, this one here, which is XAU USD, and you'll see that I'm just starting to come into the money here. These ones I'm going to leave running, okay, because I want these to take profit at 2317. So I could make $500 or $600 with each of these trades alone, okay. And the other ones I'm pretty much just picking off, waiting till it drops back down, and then I'm buying back in again. Now it is in a sell momentum at the moment, but I'm playing the devil's advocate, if you like, because this is a main support line here which I'm running from. You can see where it's bouncing off, and I've been just buying at points and then buying again, and if it drops down to this line here, then I'll buy again on this line. It's just what I do. I'm a bit odd that way, but what you can do is you can see that, say for instance I wanted to see this line here. If I wanted to actually create an alert, now there's two things you should bear in mind. If you're going to create an alert on a VPS, you've got to remember that alert will be sounded on your virtual computer. All right, so the best way to do it is to use a free chart and then add in your alerts, and I can show you exactly how we're going to do this. If we go over to Trading View, this is the Bitcoin one here, right? Okay, let's see if I can find my XAU USD. That's Bitcoin. You can see that I've been using this to find my points of getting in, and also my support and resistance lines. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this one here, okay? Oh, next one, there we go. Which is this one here. Now, remember, this is free, okay? I don't pay for Trading View, but it's free, but it's got some great stuff on here, right? So what I want to do, I want to put a support and resistance line in the same as what I'm using on here, okay? So then if it pops up to here and I hear it beep, although I've got a take profit at 2317, if I hear it beep, I know this is hit a certain point where I want to get out of a trade, okay? And I could check to make sure that I can get out of a trade. And you see I've got it just below here, right? Now, if you want to set it up with inside your VPS, because it will ping up anyway while you're actually trading, is you literally right mouse click on trading, and then you click on alert. And what this alert button is going to do, it's going to give you an arrow, okay? And you can just bring this arrow all the way down to where you want it. And this is an alert. So for instance, if I think that 207 is going to be my next support and resistance line, so when it drops down here and I hit support, I know I can take take a trade, and then it may bounce back up again. I know that I've created that. Okay, now if you want to set up your support and resistance line, what you basically do, if I can get on it, let's just see if I can move it to there. Right, you want to click on modify, and then what you want to do is you want to click on sound, okay, or you can mail, so you can have it so it will mail you, or notification. So what a notification is, it will come up on the screen, or you can have it, well, it will mail you, okay, but you'd have to set this up with inside your actual tools. So if you go tools, if I close this, if you go to tools, then options, you'd have to change your, this is your notifications, okay, and this one here is your email. And what you would do is you just put your email in here, enable email notifications, and then each time you get an email, it will come through. This is your notifications. So if you want to enable push notifications, just click on that button there, and it will enable you, and you can use it on your iPhone or Android. Just if you're not quite sure how to set that up, my advice to you is to go ahead and do a little bit of research. Perhaps look on YouTube and you'll find how to set that up anyway. But I can run through anyway, which I'm going to do because this is going to be a training session. So we're going to scroll this down. We're going to go back here anyway. What we're going to do is, first of all, I'm just going to put a couple of things on XAU USD. Okay, so this would be quite healthy for you to understand. So the first one is this one here is 2317. So what you want to do is write 2317. Also, what you want to do is when you find your support and resistances, like this one here, and this is where this is bouncing at the moment, you want to make sure that you write these down, because if you're trading this time next year, there's a good chance it might respect those times. Okay, so it's very, very important to every single trade you do, you make sure you write down. Now, the next thing we're going to be doing is, I've got this one here, which is 2317, and I've got this one here, which is 2307. And have you noticed that all of a sudden, right, these tend to be like, so you got 2317, then also you got 2307. So it's not by chance that these numbers are coincidental. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here, and we're going to create ourselves a line, okay, an alert. Now, if we click on here, alert, and then we go XAU USD, and if we go here, okay, if we put in, and then if we scroll here, it says moving up, okay, so this one here is our trigger. So what you can do is you can choose, so if it's crossing up, crossing down, greater than, less than, so you could put greater than, and then you can put in your price, okay, and we want 2317 .00, okay, and you can put every time, and then you could put whatever you like for your alert name, right? You could put wool gold is good, okay, and then you just hit create. And what it's going to do is, when that line here, okay, if this touches that line, it's going to start sending that alert to you, and you're going to know then that you've broken that support or resistance line. This is why it's very, very important. It's very handy for you to know this, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to show you that. And then if I put another line in, which is the bottom one, okay, so if we go back here, and we're going to use, let's use this one here because it seems to be hovering on this one here, which is 2310. So if I write down 2310.73, okay, 2310.73, and then I'm going to go back here, and now I'm going to put another alert. So if this drops below, okay, so this means that I'm going to be setting up an alert which says below. So this is going to be crossing down, okay, or less than. So you could use less than, or greater than, or crossing down. So if it crosses down and goes past it, then you can do this, right? You can have it where it enters a channel, moving up, moving down, moving up a percentage, moving down a percentage. This is handy because at the moment there seems to be an extending line on some of the gold trades by 78.6 pips. So you could put in a percentage, or and work out that, and then you've got an idea then of when you're going to be going up and down inside your chart. So we're going to put moving down. All right, and I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll make it a little bit more simpler. We're going to put crossing down, and then we're just going to change again this to 2310.123. Okay, or 2. What it does is it works it out for you anyway. Okay, and we're going to put every time on that one as well. And then I'm going to put in here alert name, gold hits a spot to rebounce and go up. Okay, and create. And what will happen is whenever that hits that line, you're going to get a rebounce, or I know that it's going to go back up. If it breaks through that support, then I know, right, okay, it's broken through that support, then it's a good chance that it's going to recreate a new support, a new resistance, okay? But I mean, it will go up anyway, all right? This is why I feel that, right? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go back over to here. So you can see that I've just created this one here as well. And you see, as you see this jumping up and down all over the place, there's plenty of times that I could have actually cancelled these trades while I was on live. Okay, probably made about another grand from it all, and then re-added in to this trade where I would have got in at this point here. See what this is bouncing on here, and now I'm at a point where if it creates a new resistance or breaks this resistance, it's going to come down to this line here, and then it's just a case then I've just got to play the waiting game until tomorrow, and I'll know whether or not it's going to start to revisit these highs where I can take some trade. Now, if this was a prop firm, this would be blown out the window by now because this is at 2499. Where I'm using the Darwinix account, it allows me to have a little bit more leverage. It allows me also to have more drawdown, so I can actually get into a trade, suffer or actually have high drawdown, and then wait for that trade to bounce back up and then get into profit and then take my profit. Okay, so it's really, really handy that way. Okay, so as promised, I want to take you over to here. All right, this is what are alerts on MT4 and how to use them. So you hear that alert? That was almost like Q, right? That was almost as if I just set it up for that to do that. But you can see that alert that's gone off. Let's go back here. It's this one here, and you'll see that we've broken through this alert here. You've seen the alert which has just come up. Here it goes again. Gold hits the spot to rebounce and go up. XAU USD is crossing down 2310. Okay, and then if you want to edit the alert or delete the alert, you just click on edit the alert. You just hit the trash can and then hit yes, and you'll get rid of that. Okay, so that will get rid of that actual alert, so it won't go on again, just in case you're driving everyone mad. But I'm just demonstrating to you that it works really well, and you'll see that I'm going into heavy drawdown now because I've passed this point. So I should have got out of the trade before I started filming, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So we're going to leave that running anyway, and I'm just going to carry on as a professional and show you how we are going to set up this alert. So you've had that side of it. I've shown you the alert. It's working properly. So understanding Forex alerts and MT4. Now there's probably are, and if I come across any indicators that I can actually load into the MT4 and put it into the academy, I will be. All right. So but there are loads and loads of alerts which I use anyway, and there's loads and loads of alerts, especially the indicators, templates, etc., which you can easily set them up to have a notification or an alert rather than going through all of the UHA of setting it all up through your MT4 platform, because it's already done for you in some cases. Okay, it's just a case of just clicking a little tick and it will be done for you. So all the features available, ordinary orders, for example, color change, drag and drop by mouse, all coloring and customization, and it's in the alerts window. So if we go over here and then we go into here, back to here, and if we go to alerts window, and you'll see that these are symbols, and it's telling you condition, expiration, it's telling you etc. what it's doing. You see this is bounced off that line and it's now going back up, hopefully, and what I'm hoping is it will hit another support and get past this, but this seems to bounce. That's why I'm using this support as we speak. So basically, if you was to do this yourself, all you basically need to do is you can either go to alerts and create, okay, or you can go to trading and add an alert. Okay, so there's two ways that you can do this. So it's very, very simple. And once you're inside this, you can choose what alert you want. So say, for instance, you've got a customized sound which you use. Remember, if it's on a VPS, a virtual proxy server, you aren't going to have the facilities to be able to hear the sound because you're working from a virtual platform, unless you've configured it correctly so it comes through to your own computer, and you'll have to do some obviously study to find out how to do that. But if you're already running an MT4 account on your own computer, then you're not going to have an issue with setting that up. And basically what you do is you click on source alert and then click on here. All right, and what this would do is it will open up what wave folders you've got, and you'll be able to add them in. Then you'll be able to set your timeout, so you can have like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. You could set it on a condition, whether you want to bid with a value. So you could have this as an automated point where each time the alert goes off, it actually sets a condition and does a bid for you, what symbol you're using, and then you obviously hit the test button to run this. Okay, so if we go back to this point here, and you'll see where I've set up the alert. If we right mouse click and modify, you can set a condition for this alert. All right, so you can ask below or after last, volume and time. Okay, so there's lots and lots of things that you can do with this. You can have an expiration, so the expiration, so you can set this up, say for 7 days or something like that, because you might be away, and you can set this up when you're away. And then what you do is you basically see your source file. You want to click on these three dots and it will open up this page, and it will give you these waves. Okay, now if you can't hear these waves, right, because you're already inside your VPS, as I said to you before, it's only because you haven't configured your sound system to work correctly. You can probably might be able to go to network and then set up your actual device and then see if you can get your sound system work through that. But it might take a little bit of legwork just to learn how to do it. But your alert, you obviously want is that one, and you click on open, and then you can see now I've chose the alert wave. And then what you would do is you would hit test and you would hear the alert. You're not going to hear the alert at the moment because, as I said to you before, it is on a virtual proxy. And then just hit OK. And then what this will do is this will bounce up and down, and each time it hits this link, it's just going to make that noise. So hopefully you've got an idea now how to create that alert. Okay, I've showed you on TradingView. I've also showed you on MT4. What I'm going to also do is I'm going to show you on MT5 as well. So I've got an MT5 account somewhere. Let me have a little look. Just give me a few seconds. Okay, we'll use this one here. So this is an MT5 account. All right, so basically what you would do is you can see that this is falling quite hard at the moment. This is the XAU USD. So if you're just going to set up an alert, you can just draw a line here like so, and then what you do is you right mouse click and then you set up an alert the same as what you just did to the last one. Okay, so to find the alert with my trade, which is this one here, which you can see is I'm trading with, is you right mouse click and you want to go to trading window, scroll down and then hit alert. Okay, and this is going to open up a panel. And this is going to allow me, you can see that this alert is here, and I can move this up and down now where I want to put this alert. So for argument's sake, I might want to put it here. And then if I right mouse click and then modify, you'll see it gives me all of the things which I could do before. You'll see that there's no alert that's been set up yet. Okay, and this so if I want to set this up, I just click on this link here, choose this wave and click OK, and then test. Of course I'm not going to hear it because this is a VPS again. Okay, but you get what you can do with it anyway, right? So you just then click OK, and you can literally just move this to where you want this alert, and as soon as it passes this alert, so if we put it down here, as soon as it passes this alert, it's going to bring up what's going to happen. Okay, and it will probably be a noise, because with this one I've set this up where this is going to actually make a noise, so you're just going to hear this with a noise. And you know, you saw in the demonstration of what it does with TradingView, which I showed you with TradingView. So you know, it's just giving you an idea. So you know, you now know how to do this with the MT4, and you now know how to do this with the MT5 platform. You also know how to do this in TradingView, because it's important, you know, that you know how to do it, etc., because it's a really great way of showing you how you can use this. So if we go over, hang on, I need to go over here, and you'll see that this is where I set it up. I've also cancelled this because otherwise it will just keep pinging all the time and it would have been a nuisance value. So you've got an idea now of how to set up your alert. Remember that what you can also do if you want to do it quickly, okay, is if you head over to here, you should see these alert window here, and right mouse click inside the box, you can create, and this is going to allow you to create the alert as well. You can also do this, you see that I've opened up this alert now, this window with XAU USD, and you see that it's coming up with an alert here, like so. So you can set it up easily by just clicking on the alerts tab, right mouse click, and then create. Okay, and then if you want to get rid of that alert, basically what you need to do is you just right mouse click. So we click on here, right mouse click, and you can delete. So you can delete that as well, and same as you can delete this one here, right mouse click and delete. Okay, and I can delete this one here as well and delete. So you may think, oh, hang on a minute, what if my alert didn't go off because I can't hear it? You can actually go to the alerts window and you'll be able to see it there. All right, so you'll see that this is bouncing again. So it's a bit of a tricky area where I am here because I really need this to bounce back up now. But you can see that when I was using this thing here, you can see that it's going up anyway, right? So you know, it should start to go up, because this is another account which I've just traded with. This is a hedging account, XAG USD. So you know, you can see that this one is just something what I'm doing. I'm going to close this down because I didn't really want to start this. I was only doing it as a demonstration. So hopefully that's going to give you lots and lots of information. You know now how to set up the alerts tab. Until my next video. Thank you. Bye now.